Alright, here we go. We're now live on the pistol.
Let's see.
I'm putting us over to Hashimoto camera to see his pistol action.
Alright, so just a single set of util on the terrace side. Let's see if they go for something right off the bat.
Yeah, smoke and a flash. It looks like they're heading up towards a B push. 5 heading towards the team. We've got a defaults 4-1 set up on the CT side. 4 into A, 1 into B. Holding very far off of back B. Who's this Benji, I believe.
I really dislike the CT setup, considering they don't have a smoke in a kit, or even just a kit.
Yeah, I also don't like that Benji is also that far back. But let's see how it plays out for them. They're heading off towards lowers. Oh, but Benji is playing the other position for early info towards top and lowers. I now see. The execute's coming over. They've got the lower flash and they're pushing out onto sites. Benji's holding the cross. He's got 1 in front of Great Train, 2 on the bomb sites. Found no one yet. Passive on top of oil. An opening frag from Struby onto who else? And Bobby manages to get the return, playing the center of the bomb train on B. The bomb's been planted in back defaults. Benji initiating into the fight here. Unsuccessful. Yeet's coming up on top of yellow train, managing to find another one on the left hand side. Now into a 3v1. The T's could have played that much better, faking the defuse. And they found him lower and Yeet closed that out. Very clean push on, good retake from the CT side. A poor T hold from Vinco. What you gonna say about that, Ninja?
It was a good retake from the CT side. They split out their players well. They had 2 players on the high ground waiting as their teammates pushed up. The only improvement I could say is, like, if the T's had played that a little bit and delayed them more, then the kit factor would have come into play there. But they abused the armor. They abused all having armor well enough to get the site back.
Oh, we have a bit of a cheeky buy here on the T side. They're getting
it looks like they're
5 deagles.
Nice 5 deagles going for picks. But going back to the previous run, I would have liked to see them get like one more flash out on a player to take more aggressive control deep on the bomb side.
Because
it's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard to take the.
So we've got the terrorists taking some aggressive IV control. I mean the CT taking some aggressive IV control. We've got Broseph playing a very up close angle. So the T's are basically going into a default setup. I think they're going to be looking for cheeky picks on the CT to reduce their economy for the next round.
Yeah.
Bobby O has pushed up very far then, a huge amount of A control. I'm going to take this into free cam just so we can actually see what's happening here.
Yeah.
We've got Bobby stealthing up, taking some engagements across towards lane 1 and lane 2. Slush is positioning himself behind red.
Nice frag from Bobby.
Yeah, good frag from Bobby coming out there. Dam's coming in through A main. Good pick from Broseph, managing to close off wells like that. Dam's now fighting on the bomb, trying to hold off connector. Needs assistance from Lichlord. Lichlord coming through. CT's now splitting into IV and sights. Benji got a good play coming up here. Let's see. Oh, good play from Benji. Manages to seal out the round.
I think Vinco played too scared on that bomb plant there. They had
unfortunately so.
Of where both the players are, and they could have just got it from one angle.
But look, an excellent round to T side regardless.
Great damage.
Yeah, absolutely great. Affording ops this round, completely outclassing the CGs this round. This should be a given round for the T's.
I mean, if they play the round out slow enough and let the CTs waste the very limited utility they have, it should be a very good chance for them to win the round.
No, absolutely.
Especially with dams on the AWP.
And closing out now on Nuke, we've got the CT side rolling with only 3 assault rifles. 3 assault rifles and 2 SMGs. Dam's getting an opening pick through A main at force the camera, and they're now positioning towards Ivy. So this is definitely looking like it's going to go into an A take, despite them having forfeited A main control. Who else playing a bit of a lurk role this round, unless he's playing delayed info at B. But the CTs are definitely at a terrible economic disadvantage this round with only 2 stacks of util left.
When you get an early pick like that, I really feel like it's so easy to bait like an early rated or a push from the CT side.
No, definitely. So and look, this is an interesting situation they got you with Broseph. If they kill Broseph, that's another util stack down, and he's in a very compromised position. But here he is falling off.
Yeah, like what they're doing now is pretty good. Like they just have like 2 players towards the extremities while the 3 players are playing some info towards the one part of the map, and
yeah, they are now rotating back towards B. Bobby leading the charge, taking control of uppers.
This round pretty much comes down to Benji's util usage, to be honest, and some frags, because he's the only player with anything to hold off or push, and they are coming back towards the B side.
Yeah, they're gonna prep another lower push. It looks like. I don't think they're going to take top at all. Gonna send 1 lowers out. Probably gonna do the standard flash and smoke through.
Yeah.
And top flash gonna come out through the top window. There we go. Flash with the smoke. It's a smoke. Good counter from Benji, stopping that when there's Hit that down a little bit. Bobby managed to get it back to the molly. Benji managed to get one at the plant. A second burst at the plant at 2k. Little commits to the plant. Nice 3k from Benji, man. Good hold. Excellent solo hold from Benji.
Yeah, done excellently there.
Yeah, so what Vinco would have liked to have done there, I think it would have made it a lot better, especially because they knew they put so much pressure A, was to really get that top player to come out, that top B there, get a flash out and put some pressure from the top angle, and that would have cleared Benji.
The other thing to notice there is that they went out. So they went out early with their smokes and with flashes like to go before the molly went down, and that worked out. But Rene, like who else but me was just a bit too far ahead of his teammates there.
Yeah, unfortunately so. And here we have the T side going into their default setup. They got into an aggressive A. Yeet's getting a full flash or pick into the opening over there, and they're coming through. Broseph dying through the smoke as they push through. Vinco going for a wrap push towards B, avoiding the A side. 2Ls leading that. Dying on the sides. Who else manages to get an opening frag? Still locking it down. We have Slush and the top dying in the top window position. Benji getting another frag coming into clutch against Bobbio. Benji pulling through once again with a 3k on the bomb side.
Really,
pulling together some rounds for the young lads on Team A, otherwise known as TOVL. We've now got the T-side going into a light buy.
That was a good fast split, but the Ivy player who went down there, the player coming to the smack, really needed to play that more defensively.
I'm inclined to agree with you here. It looks like they're going to be going for a fast lockers to B, probably a lowest push, and I think we're going to be heading with the camera to Benji again, as he has been anchoring this site fairly well. Let's see what the terrorists are doing. They are coming down lowers indeed.
Benji this is a run where you try to get a read on how you think he plays B. But
no, absolutely.
Partly from the CTs here, they're playing 2 towards B, which means Benji's not going to play.
They've got their standard setup. The flash smoke coming out of Lich. They push down lows. Again, no assistance from top, and Benji's holding, and he would have heard all of them now. Angle not cleared properly. Benji manages to get 2. Whiffs on the third, unfortunately. Pulls a deagle. Gets up a third. And a fourth. Benji once again locking it down.
Poor spray, but brought back from a fantastic deagle shot. Really well done. It was a really good setup, and that's just, kills he should be getting.
Yeah, nice. They minimized deaths as well. I can't remember how many died that round there. I think it was no one died. Clean round from the CGs.
Very clean round. That's the most important thing against Ecos, is to get a clean round, build up your economy.
Interesting to see Vinco running Tech 9s on their T side setup as well.
Yeah, I'm still not a big fan of it on the T side. But
hey, TBH, if we TBHing, I'll roll a pizza 50 rather. Hey.
Yeah, I was TBHing on that one.
I think they're setting up some ace smokes over here. Let's see what they got going on. They're going into it very early. They haven't pulled out much neutral from the other players. Benji getting a nice opening frag.
We're going straight into an A execution.
Yeah, they're not playing much usual, and they're just landing up the smokes, and we can see them just chilling over here. We've got one smoke going out at the moment. Let's pull the camera over to Slush and see what he's got to say about this. We've got Slush holding Pop, supported by Yeet at the A main position. Bobby going to try and retake some B prints, I think, but he's actually going to be heading over to Pop Dog to combine the entry. 3 set smokes coming over. Up to you to try and hold to the best of his ability. Bobby gets an opening onto Slush, fully blinded. Here comes Bobby out of Pop. Yeet manages to hold off one. Couldn't close out the second. Hashi's pushing up into side deep. Manages to get a molly. Unawares with the CT on site. Benji misses the cheap shots. Holding off Ivy. There's Broseph. We've got Lich Lord holding back Red Train. Hashi manages to close out the kill. Lich Lord coming up close against Benji. Closes it up against Benji. Is now in a 3v1 with Struby. Doing his best to try and eke out the players. But time is running short and he's going to go for the save.
That was, to be honest, that was just a 50-50 retake, and Vinco played it well by going aggressive on the Ivy player.
Yeah, no, definitely.
To isolate that angle.
If they'd managed to keep a bit more CT util, they could have retaken the hell side of sides by Olaf's sandwich, which would have been would have made it much easy.
The minute their Ivy player dies, their entire they just collapse, and they have nowhere to the player stuck on mid bomber connected just have no support, and they have 3 angles to deal with.
Yeah,
this is impossible.
They could have also kept the use of it for a lot longer, given the fact that Vinco didn't put pressure anywhere on the map.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's all. And we see the CTs going into default setup again, an aggressive A main presence from Vinco, mollied off early. Doing a nice amount of damage to Dams and Bobby, putting them within headshot range of these M4s.
That's a really good molly.
No, absolutely. Bobby O holding off the angle. Broseph getting some push down. Ivy and he's going to engage here with Lich Lord or Hashimoto. Benji getting opening frag on the push at uppers.
Yeah, I'd really like to see him drop his smoke and get out of there now.
Yeah, so he's maintaining the aggressive angle, but he doesn't even need to anymore. Where we can see from Vinco that they're playing more towards A, and they're probably going to be very scared of B at the moment, given the fact that Benji is now aggressed so far. And they got so many towards Ivy, so let's see what Broseph can pull off here. We've got Hashimoto's probably going to do a jump across to bait a shot for their next player. And there you go, he has jumped across. Dam's posting there with the AWP as he was actually the bait. Now, if they clear this corner, that's probably going to be GG's Ivy control until they kill Slush. Let's see if Dams clears it. And Dams is hard clearing, yes, and he does. The next CT to go across a Slush. They get an entry up. It's Slush. Holds it excellently down IV. Climbing up onto green, looking for more info. Hearing the shots, not knowing where he is exactly. Bobbio stuck between them in a hard place. Now up to Bobby to clutch. A very doable clutch if he positions himself well. Not anymore with that chip shots. And he goes down.
Benji did end up getting 2 more kills by playing super aggressive there. I just don't think in most situations.
Take a look at the scoreboard. We got Benji pulling in with a KD ratio of 8.
But you know, that's probably why it's not falling back. It's because his confidence right now.
Nah, he's feeling it, bro. He's going in there.
He's feeling hard,
like,
yeah.
Easy dabs. And now what we got going on here, we've got who else, and we got the rest of the T-sided players going up to upper B. Again, going for the same strat, and you can see it's being sold again by Hashi getting the same stack of util, the flash and the smoke, where they're going to flash down lows, smoke down lows, and try and take B. But they've got the stack moving into Struby and Benji. Benji going down, Struby now to hold, isn't able to do so. The T-side getting a lot of guns, managing to take the side, now putting it into a 4v3.
That's a really poor read on the T economy.
Yeah, they should have played that much more passively. He's fully blinded. T's getting into good positions, into good fall-offs, but no mollies for the bomb. One smoke instead only.
Oh, Lich Lord playing a
good aggressive frag.
Yeah.
CD's managing to pull this back. Dying at Grey, we have Bobbio. Unable to hold anything, and Yeet managed to get a lucky dink on that player because he just happened to be looking there. Process sticking the take. Again, Vinco, if they had just managed to play a bit more passively there was a good chance of them winning. Especially having picked up 2 rifles.
I had no problem with them playing aggressive, but this is like, there's 2 people like behind default and behind bomb train, and then there's one guy pushing through the smoke by himself. It's not like a... Yeah.
But once again, not a ban down, especially getting the plant, managing to kill about 2 or 3 players. So definitely notepad.
That setup from the CTs is good, especially if you have an AWP on the lower ramp guy. But not against. It's not even about the weaponry. It's more about the.
Yeah, and here we have Vinco going into a new setup with who else taking aggressive pop dog control.
It's like a fast pop dog execute.
Yeah, and let's see what the CTs have to answer towards this. We've got Slush on train, smoked off, flashing it off. We have a stack of util thrown. B players rotating through. Slush with the blindness, not able to get anything there.
This is an Astralis.
Should be holding. Who else managing to get an opening frag there? Not an opening frag, but at least a side frag. And we've got Yeet hopefully going to be able to save. Carrying just over 6,300 worth of util on him. So a save from him would be huge.
This is a really big save if you can.
Especially an AWP on train side. Oh, and he's not able to do so. Vinco managed to close out another round.
Yeah, I like the switch of the pace there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The other round that Vinco won, the round 6, that was a delayed take, correct? On A.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a delayed A take. Just changing it up, managing to get through it there.
Yeah.
CT's now in a save.
So far, it looks like the CTs haven't been very good at conserving the util either. So I don't know if Vinco noticed that they can just do a lot of like 40-30 second executes and probably exploit that.
Yeah, they're going for an aggressive IV, very minimal util. Bobby pushed up all the way onto side already. We've got Lich Lord also on side, smoked off though. Slush dying. Yeet dying, and Vinco managed to take out the entire side. Getting an early plant coming in there.
Relatively clean round. That's a really risky anti-eco round. But maybe...
How is the CT economy looking? Still not so good. They're going to go for a save. Probably a light buy this round. Unless they're going to save for AWPs.
Dory Dab asking if we want to play Divinity, but
I'm keen in
not right
a
now.
young Biki.
Yeah.
And here we are setting up again. Hashimoto and Lich Lord heading towards Ivy. Who else going for an aggressive uppers control? Dams and Bobby taking middle. And we have the CTs pushing for an aggressive Ivy play. Let's see how well these guys can hold it. Lich Lord managing to anchor for Hashi. And they managed to secure Ivy control fairly well. Lich Lord getting another frag there, clearing that despite it being clear. What a play. That closes it out. T-side managing to make a comeback here by managing to control the economy of the CTs.
5 or 6 rounds on train is always very doable.
Yeah, if you get that 6th round, you're definitely in a countable spot.
You just want the pistol round buffer, honestly. Like, that's the biggest thing, like...
CT's now with a double op setup, minimal util though, but I got no problem with that on train, to be honest. Again, going straight into the A setup with the smoke lineups as well. Bomb being chucked down, no presence being shown here.
I really like this call from the fact that they know that like there's gonna not be the greatest amount of util. Like, there's literally 0 mollies on a
And we have who else playing the classic Renier style, getting spammed through the wall and messing up his flash. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Unfortunate.
Moving through here, we got who else again going into the late lurk position, and they're probably going to be executing onto A by now. Lich Lord throwing over the opening molly. Anchoring back A, we have Struby looking through the smoke. The terrorists have now moved through A, up pop into an A fake, and they're probably going to go towards B now, and they've successfully executed their fake.
It's a good fake. I mean, it hinges a lot on the frag from who else put me there on the B player, but it's a good idea and I like it. Should be an unwinnable round for the CTs here. Unless, oh god.
A risky fake as well, wanting yourself to run past the smokes. You're assuming that the CTs are playing passive. When you could really just run the fake with a small amount of presence from like 1 or 2 players and then throw the rest through top B instead of just 1 player.
I mean, the classic on those rounds is always to do that, and then you go out A and you go across, because they did wall of smoke, so you go across your wall of smoke, but then you can just go across your wall of smokes to back into top dog to B. And that's what you're saying, like you clear the close players,
absolutely.
You fake presence really well. You might trade 1 or 2 people, but it'll sell the fake really well for the guy who's lurking towards B.
And unfortunately they lose an AWP. You hate to see it, Again, the CTs are forcing to another save in this round. Anchors on Slush. What you really want to see this round is just Slush getting into an aggressive position, putting that AWP into play, or either playing super passive and just saving it. Again. But
I think if he picks B with it, he gets a kill, but it's hard to identify that now.
Absolutely. And here they are. We've got who else accompanied by 3 other players heading towards B, showing no Ivy presence this round. We've got a strong connected presence from the CTs as well. We've got Slush anchoring.
I think they realized that they have weak presence to AWPs at B because they sent Dams up there early for the pick, so maybe good from Slush not to have gone there.
And here we are, Yeet holding, jiggling, hoping to find the players that are coming lower. Again, we have 4 towards B and a late lurk at Hashimoto at Ivy. I like it. They're splitting top and lowers for once.
I like I also really like that if they walk out heaven, which I think is what they're doing.
And here we go, Lich Lord sneaking up. Hopefully he'll be able to get the guy. And there he gets it. Dams gets the frag for him instead. Molly out as they take control. Late Rose going to come through.
It's actually surprisingly one of the least likely angles for an AWP to be watching if you have one left. Is to be watching heaven at B.
And here we go. Hashi getting 2 kills. Oh my god. Face it. God. Hashimoto. HLTV says he is currently the best Face It Diamond player in the world.
That's good from Hashi, running away using the molly, making sure they can't get it AK. No reason to give the CTs any kind of economy. And hunting for the OPR, the other players. I mean, the T economy is just out of control. There's no reason for them to... They'll buy for the rest of the rounds no matter what, so they should just be running at this...
ProSef mentions his AK will be big for them, getting that one-shot ability.
Hashi's molly did either push on him was really good, but the falling all the way back Ivy was not necessary.
So here we go again with the CTs managing to scrounge together by good util coming out from at least you'll have it 3 players here. T side looking like a complete run over at the moment. 6 rounds is good and they're building momentum. So let's see if they can pull this round together again. I want to see how the CT set up this round and to see if they'll be able to actually counter what's going on.
They need to play way more aggressive on their main again.
Who else bursting out onto A? Just get that camera back onto him and him die.
Buddy's gone.
And dying to Slush. And Slush manages to hold it down very well. Getting a 3k or a 4k? Like a 3k. And we've got one lonely player left here. It's Dams looking to try and do some damage with that AWP. There's absolutely no need to save this AWP whatsoever. He's got 13k in the Bizank.
Picks up the AK for maybe a multi-frag.
Oh, someone is pre-firing.
Somehow gets the bomb. I don't know how that happened. But...
Look, this is very achievable here. If he manages to isolate a person down the old bomb lane, he's got a good place to go, using that smoke to his advantage.
Train is one of the more infamous map. Train and Overpass are especially infamous for like big 1vx clutches because there's just so many angles that you can try to exploit.
Especially around the trains 3 train setup. Getting an opening frag there onto Slush.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's so few places where CTs can like reflag it like effectively. But Stribby holding the backline has him.
And they managed to get through. Another round for the CTs managing to pull it together. Unfortunately, economy is going to be weak on a few players because the Harmony went down. But T side is healthy, and here we come to the final round of the half. Let's see what execute they go into.
I really want to see something aggressive from the CTs.
Who's IGLing for Vinco, do you know?
Lich Lord.
Lich Lord, okay, let's see what he calls. Again, I've had a feeling they were going to go into this A setup, and they're executing instantly. But it looks like it's going to be a fake, and they're going to go towards B. But we've got Bobby O posting here with the bomb.
I feel like they're actually going down pop dome. Yeah, I think they're coming down.
Yes, no, they are, you're right. And here we go, Slush holding, hitting up 1k, a 2k, almost getting the 3k. Who else coming out? Rose holding Ivy, not getting pushed through. And here we have Who else spamming through smoke. Taking control of the site for them. Aggressing.
Oh, Yeet falling down at the worst time, though.
Where is this player? Benji. What is he doing? He's lurking top B. Who else managing to get another kill onto Yeet?
But they were aware of it.
Now we're here with Brosef trying to get a play here with the two players. Bomb is delayed. And he gets mollied off, and they would have heard that. They might not have heard that tick. It might have been too far away. Who else has the upper control and sacrificing a really good position because they're going to go B instead. Bobby dying to Strew B in that position. Not what you want to see as the CTs regain control and put themselves in a 2v1 here against the side player. Late connector play coming in from Who else? Let's see if we can get a frag here onto Brosef.
If he plays this right, he should get both.
He's heard the players come up and he's now called. I'm behind them, guys. And he's going to try and get some frags, but he cannot find them. Oh, unlucky as Brosef checked the angle.
There, though. Damn, that was unlucky. That was super smart from him.
And here we have Struby going towards the bomb. It is smoked and he's going to try and stick it. Hopefully his bomb isn't sticking out of the smoke. Does he manage to pull out the ninja? Does he do? Oh my gosh, Struby gets it. What are the chances? But if there was ever a team to do it against, Vinco would be the one. And here we go. Benji 17 for 9 and Slush 15 for 12. Slush and Dams really paying dividends with their ops on both sides. Good to see the battles that are coming through.
User joined your channel.
Hey man, fuck off.
User left your channel.
I think the pistol round and train is actually super important because
quite possibly one of the most important along with Nuke.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it's actually more important for the CT side than for the T side because getting like a good economy and ops out early on train is so like oppressive for the Ts that if
and we're gonna have to have Lich fighting against what is probably going to be a B push here as these guys are getting ready to push down lowers. Lich holding a single angle towards uppers, but he is safe from green. He is covered.
I really like that angle, but with a rifle, I hate playing it with a pistol.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult because people
it's
are
like a really
coming out.
Spot if you
Especially because Vinco are pushing lows at the moment, and let's see if Little manages to pull anything through. He's stealthing it. He's playing it like a ninja defuse, and oh, there comes Slush, showing the power of coming out top. Connector smoked off, fighting backsides. But the CG's coming in for a retake, all in very poor positions, and oh, Bobbio getting a nice frag there. Struby now coming to take over the spots.
Oh, there's lots of over.
Who else running across the top, not worrying about fighting Grey, dies in the process. Yeats struggling to pick up a gun. CT's now swarming the bomb, finding a player at Grey. Bobbio closes it out, just left with Yeet now to get the clutch, spamming through the smoke trying to get the pick. But Hashi comes through the defuse, returning it back to them.
That's the power of smoke kit. Like it allows you to take the B side a lot slower, and like you could see how much they were just waiting for the repeaks from.
Hey man, you tell me to choose between a AWP for 4,700 and or a kit and smoke for 700. I'm gonna take the kit smoke any day.
Yeah, +1.
+1 for dabs on that. And here we have Slush coming close to Benji's score now with around 17 and 16 up.
And definitely a young Ivy Rush with 5 blocks coming out here.
And let's see what happens. Let's see if who else is able to hold this. Who else known for his ability to frag, raw fragging potential, comes in with a perfectly timed HE, and it whoops! It goes between. In classic Who else fashion. Who else but me can? Who else but who else can pull that off? Let's be real. The luck on this man. Throws off the smoke, playing it patiently. Counters the rush. Manages to get 1, 2, 3. And he's feeling good now. Bomb dropped. We have assistance coming in from Hashimoto down there. And then damn, he closes it out.
Good fall off. Just like calls for his teammates. Teammates coming from assistance. That's
Yeah,
really
what a
good
pity he was using the farmer stuff. If he had an MP7, he would have scored an easy 1,800.
That is one thing that the T's got really lucky with, is that they did run into the one rifle, so they didn't give the
No,
CT
absolutely.
economy. And Bobby O is coming out with his AUG here. You'll see him using the scope rifles on both
He
sides.
is absolutely infamous for using this AUG Stay AUG 1.6 bullpup rifle.
That is correct.
And here we have Hashi holding on Emin, dying to the AWP at Yeet, Benji dropping the over top. Tisa getting the opening pick. Excellent power play from them. And let's see what the map is evolving like. Oh, Lichlord finding a frag with the MP9 through the smoke. In Faceit, that is called a routine play.
Routine play.
And here we have Dams holding wide connected towards Pop Dog, and Bobbio pushing up onto Blue Train trying to get some info. T-side now feeling a bit annoyed by the fact that they got that pick with an MP9, thinking Lichlord might have swapped guns, but he still got an MP9. B-sides being the side they do want to push.
I like Lichlord's reposition here into Heaven here. So he's keeping the close range for the MP9 because he realizes if he plays back on side and goes against the AKs, it's a very hard fight for him. So he keeps some modicum of upper beat control and it's still a good range for him.
Yeet's playing a nice passive default, holding that highway push, prepping an A smoke for who to push out on. Broseph is set up, and Struby and Drip Slush are at B, so this is probably going to be a smoke into an A fake. Just hopefully Lichlord doesn't get the right timing on this peak for them if they want to make it through. Is Slush going to check this? You'll have to see. He's prepping a smoke for the B take. They have not cleared top B properly, so let's see what happens. Players rotating in. Lichlord has had that. We have Dams coming to connector.
3 mollies on the CT side. This is going to be really, really hard.
And they're falling off back into a fake as they head down pop, and they've successfully managed to sell the fake with only one player left on side. Bobbio with the infinite stayer AUG does. Oh, unlucky for Bobby.
Much damage, really unlucky.
Got a really feel for him as they now fall back into double fake. Lichlord pushing up, gotten the info. They now just got to disengage with one more person from the side. And here we have Dams pushing through the side. Doesn't manage to get the frag. Unluckily so, Brosen manages to close it out. Yeet dying from Pop Dog, and then we have the T side closing out the round. A real ton of events there. There was a bit confusing even for me. Setting up the B smoke, going to A, then going to B, then going back to A.
Yeah, that was really...
I guess the enemy can't know what you're doing if you don't know what you're doing. You know, it's
on Vikenda's famous strategy, right? When he's beat K rolled it.
And here we have the CTs now into a hard eco, and the CTs on the T side, sorry, looking to pull out some smoke towards A, but cancelling. The IGL saying, no, we're not going to go to an A play. Chill, shut up. It's just played out. Who else anchoring their Ivy? 2 plays towards Sandwich, Bobby and Lich. Probably Bobby going to initiate the fights, and then Lich to close it out to get an easy frag there.
I've still yet to see any of the CT sides try to take information of the map at all. I mean, Lichlord had a little bit of B information, but he fell back, and the rest of the players are in a 4v4 and just let it over. Let's see who else can me.
Oh, who else getting a 2k down Ivy?
That is really poor.
Me being the worst observer and missing all of it, and then getting who else repositioning towards the top train, and we just left with Broseph now at Pop Dog.
That is an awful anti-eco.
No, terrible. Not what you're looking for. Who else? Showing his value in the team. I heard he sells on FIFA Ultimate Team for 1.8 million gold.
I don't know, man. They're like that first guy is just not clearing his corners Ivy properly. Like he needs to trust in his teammate to like hold the trade and hold the angles that he isn't holding when, especially when you got Ivy like there.
Absolutely, and we've got a force fire coming in from the T side now. Double deagle, double tech, 1 P250, 3 setting up towards the A on the bomb train, and again, a nice passive play coming from the T side, looking for pick, scoping out upper B. And where do we have Lichlord playing? We have Lichlord playing in front of the bomb train, moving around, trying to figure out where exactly they're going. We've got Yeats and Broseph heading off towards Pop. Who else getting an opening frag gets Ivy? Through the smoke, if that was not deployed. What's a... Oh, okay, alright. And now we have the T side managing to take on some control of B. Lichlord stuck in a bit of a precarious situation here at Summit. Manages to get a frag. Yeet dying on the bomb train. Broseph following up behind his player who has the bomb. Deciding to cancel. They're like, no. Hopefully we've pulled some players onto B and now we can go and hit A for the bomb. And Joke, someone has got out of position. Oh, but who else manages to recover? Picks up the 2k. Here we are at a 10-10 scoreline. Who do you think this is sided towards at the moment? Ninja,
I mean,
based
Vinco,
on the
Vinco
location.
definitely have the momentum. I think their CT side is definitely stronger than their T side on this map from what I know about them. It's pretty much going to come down to how well the T's can force the util out of the Vinco squad, because the problem I've seen lately is they're playing slow, but they're not.
There goes on with a 1k, a 2k, clears out pop. Now go on, go on.
Almost an let's see if Bobby gets another.
Oh,
And a
Bobby
three.
does.
Very clean frags. But they're
Looking
not
for
doing
things.
they're not doing anything on their slow takes to like force any of the util out, like faking or maybe even like jiggling an angle and trying to take a fight to force a molly or a smoke out.
Yeah, no, you'd love
that
to
way-
see a more aggressive default coming out.
Yeah, you need to have some sort of presence to like force them to like be scared of something.
Struby and Yeats once again looking for frags, playing it out patiently. And I'm inclined to agree with what you say there, especially on some of their takes. Well, I want to see them procking. I want to see them pulling out some of that basic use of us before doing anything else.
I mean, the other strategy for that is they don't really have the rounds for it, but if they threw like one or two like really fast A's in, you could start conditioning the CTs to be really scared and use a lot of their util.
And here we have Lichlord in the position.
Jeez.
Actually, climb one.
Like a smoke and a few flashes. You see it classically in Face It. The classic one flash out, A mirage, and 4 mollies going out.
Oh,
you know?
the classic.
The classic.
One molly sandwich, one molly triple, one molly under bulk, one molly someone yeets to nowhere.
Meanwhile, Slithers is just by himself at ramp throwing one flash.
Easy dabs.
Easy tabs.
And here we have Struby, JC just chilling, waiting for a young A push with his Glock, looking to get some frags and getting over it now. Last 20 seconds, wanting to die to get that cash, and okay, almost could have whooped that guy. And this person is they're trying to bait him out for time. They're trying to get the time kill, and let's see if Struby can get the knife on him. This is quite hilarious, as they're trying very hard.
That is hilarious.
I don't know why they would try that hard to try and pull that out. If he actually pulled out his Glock there, you could have gotten a triple dink on Hashi again. Would Hashi have been able to stand up to a Glock? We don't know. We don't know. It's one of the greatest mysteries of our time.
You know, sometimes things happen.
And here we are, 10 for 11 now, TOVL to Vinco as the CT side head up into their default 4-2-1 setup. And we've got the Benji going towards a fast B position, the rest of the team going towards fast B as well, as they aim to take control of top B. Lichlord playing aggressive towards the smoke falling off, he's heard them. Hashi managed to get an opening kill on Pop Dog, and we've got Benji taking control of uppers. Fighting Lich behind the sides, I believe, as now it's Summit. They've got a connector play coming through. Benji manages to flick onto the player. He knows Lich is at Summit, and they're waiting to try and bait him out. At Grey, we have Lichlord now trying to push through, trying to make a play. He manages to find one top, and they're going to be bleak about that. Close off, Lich getting a 2k. How does he even get that? Getting a 3k. Benji pushing through and Hashi closing it out.
That was really well played.
Lichlord really uses positioning to his advantage there to get the best that he could, and he won him the round.
He abused that push smoke from the T sides really well.
Hashi currently rolling with a Karambit Brightwater, a really shit skin if you ask me.
Oh no, absolutely awful. It's just one of the worst.
Having owned an M4A1S Brightwater, can confirm. 10 to 12 now, T's on a not the strongest buy, but they'll be pulling one now. IGL not too sure either, calling delayed, buying late.
Yeah, this smacks of desperation, you know. They've run through the playbook, they don't have anything else to fall back on, they're not sure what the CTs are doing, they feel like nothing they can do works.
We have a default split, 1 upper B, 2 upper B. We've got Yeats following close behind, and Benji posting for the Ivy push. But who else but me, known for spamming smoke, dances an opening pick.
See, now they're using the setup that we saw the TOVL side using earlier, but on a gun round where it's really effective, where you have a nice bait and switch with the AWP.
Yeah, you love to see it. And here comes Yeet
And
falling back.
in the chat. We were just, I don't know if you heard
Nice
any of
Counter-Strike Global Offensive pussy on Sessions Willy.
it. Hey man, nice that we got banned, demonetized.
And here we come, Benji pushing through Ivy, getting ready to fight with who else but me. Runir Kutsia, does he find him? Oh, he jiggles. Who else whiffs? Was he checking his WhatsApp messages? Broseph falling off. We've got Yeet pulling out. Trying to get through to the sides, fighting. Seeing nothing. Watching his teammate die. Kills him at green. Nice to fight Pop Dog.
We are taking out a nade in the middle of a firefight. That was an interesting play.
Yeet in a 1v2 here with poor HP, but if his positioning is right, he can pull this off.
I mean,
Lichlord
two-
with the
one of
advantageous
one of
pop
the players
position.
has an AWP, but he's got his P250 out, so in that case he's got an advantage there.
I'm gonna have to agree with Poppy in the chat that there are no smelly bums.
There are no smelly bumps in this chat.
Here you have Yeats holding the bomb train, waiting for the plant. Damn sneaking up behind him. He would not have heard that he was too far away. And he closes it out. Not the hardest of dabs to yeet on. A successful yeet dab.
Yeah, but very successful. At this point, the T's are pretty much just gonna have to rely on some really big individual play to bring them back into this game. I don't see any kind of like tactics or strategy being able to bring them back. Yeah, they haven't been able to like Vinco feeling comfortable. They're not going to be able to pull rotates really quickly. They're not going to be able to bait more util than they need, like they usually should be able to.
The other problem that they have going on, in absolute support of what you're saying, is that on their ecos as well, they're not putting enough pressure on their ecos.
Oh, they don't get enough. Yeah, they don't get enough eco kills either. Like putting pressure on the CG economy is probably the most important thing. Like on the rounds where you just have like some CCs and deagles are really important.
We're getting into a 1v1 here with Benji and Lich Lord, the fight of the jiggles, so we can jiggle the corner better. Lich Lord with a Cramber Doppler, much better than a Brightwater, I will have to say so myself. And here we have Broseph and Yeet pushing up.
ZA in the chat saying I'm speaking very fast. Sorry Tyler, I do speak pretty quickly. I'm just trying to get my points across to the community.
He does not speak fast in the Great Words of Trevor Noah, you listen slow. And here we have who else? Walking past Ivy, getting some chip damage like a pussy. Getting Molotov out of position, counter flashing. What a display of utility. Broseph reloading and Yeet in a strong position, looking to clear out who else? Who else playing the passive CT Ivy position? Getting ready to fight. This is going to be a lot of Ivy pressure. Drip Slush pushing through, finding one at Sandwich, dying in the process. Benji pushing down Prop Dog. Who else refusing to die, anchoring the best of his ability. Pushing back towards side now. Hashimoto pushing through smoke. Can he find the play? He manages to find the one, just needs to find the other play who's also held and conveniently located for him to kill. Yeet catches one going upstairs. Adaro claims that he was not talking about you, Byron. The person speaking fast is me. People commenting on how Faceit has changed Hashi. He's on another level. I disagree. I think Hashi has managed to really mature as a man.
In the words of Puppy, I disagree.
I disagree. When you lose an MU with Hashi. Feels, hey man, still is coming in with a classic Latin. Here we have the T side with a slight force eco, you could call it. As they're putting a lot of pressure towards B again, and will get combated by Lich Lord at F position. Dam's holding with the molly, Broseph pushing through, managing to pick him off somehow. Lich Lord blinded in his master boost. Hashimoto coming in, dying, Bobbio dying. Yeet's pushing up top. Hashimoto jiggling up towards oil again. Jumping and Hashi with a jumping shot. Bros is gonna push with the smoke and Yellow to try and get a frag, but will he be hurt? And he dies in the smoke from Ranir Kutsia.
Stop talking Kakashis. You should have seen this man in every single pistol round. He'd give us like 6 rounds a game just from winning us pistol. This is crazy.
Hey, sorry Session, I cannot comment on the auto mod right now, but yes, fuck man, yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
I agree.
We've got a good buy coming from the T side now, going in towards Ivy presence and setting up towards A main as well. Definitely going to go into some sort of A take. I don't think it's going to be a fake. I think they're looking for pure aggression to try and get this round back. Again, who else being in the spotlight, holding off Ivy? Can he get the nades out in time? No, he doesn't have the right bind. Is he scrolling?
That's a $.
They're pushing past him now. Hashi getting forced to anchor onto side. Does not manage to recover. T's managed to take the sides against him. Getting a 3k. Vinco loses 3 players. Left in a 4v2.
The T's, to be honest. Knowing where the gaps in the defense are, where they played push against there, you saw, I think it was Benji or Broseph watching the edge of the smoke there because it was cold, the smoke was poor, so he looked for the aggression from the CT and preventing any kind of unfortunate spray down on the back. Now, I'm actually not a big fan of the CTs not going for kills here, because if we look at their economy, they're 15-10 up. They only need 1 round. They don't need to play for a buy round, and the T's money is obviously super low. So any damage. Okay, so Lich Lord knows what I'm talking about. Like that damage right there is massive. Lich Lord. He's 16k. Like.
They should be comfortable here.
Yeah, and the T's have to rebuy and have like very little nades. Maybe Dan's not wanting to give them an AWP is fair enough. So.
15-11 is the scoreline. Match point for Vinco Star.
Just looking at the scoreboard here, we see a really even fragging coming out from the Vinco boys here. Good performance from all the members of the team.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to comment on that earlier as well, when I saw Benji and Slush rolling with 16 kills each and them all rolling around 12 kills. Who else
Benji
picking
and
up an
Slush
aggressive positioning?
Having the good individual performances here.
Can they clear out 7? And they do. Benji managed to get an opening frag and gets smoked off. But he pushes through it, gets it through the smoke. The classic face it play. Who else taking top green info? Closes out the play on blue with some good sky jumping recoil control. Lichlord rotates in, doesn't manage to clear up the one. Preps the nades, ready to fight. Broseph pushing up through smoke. Can he clear out 2L? Gets cleared out by Drip Slush instead. Lichlord holding the site the best that he can here against the stick. Nice discipline from the T's moving in though. Unfortunately, he manages to find one. Can he clear out the back of them now? Oh, good positioning. It's now in a 1v1. How's it come down to this? Pulls out the pistol. Doesn't know where he is. Falls back. Looking to make the play. Broseph pushing through. Can get the bomb safely. And he knows that the CT is in there. Dam's waiting behind the smoke. And
Oh, that means Vinco won.
that means Vinco won the game.
We don't know how that 1v1 turned out, but let's assume that Dam.
So Dam's pushes through to the side, gets a no scope on whoever was last alive there, and gets the defuse.
Damien